writing, and I'm going to talk about a lot about so many tools, online tools, also about how AI intervenes, how AI can assist, and how we can explore those tools. Like Grammarly is now everybody knows it, and it's being extensively used with some of the ifs and buts but it's a great tool for grammar checks. We have Hemingway editor for writing style improvements. We have thesaurusplus.com for synonyms in case the child wants to go for paraphrasing, or Scrivener helps in organizing ideas, while Canva, that is another well-known, very popular app that offers design templates where we can go for genre-based writing. These tools can support young writers enhancing their writing skills and creativity. But obviously, in enhancing the parameters or the mechanics, that includes grammar and spell checking, suggesting improvement in style, even tone, and like modeling and providing insights into readability and who is this writing intended for or aimed at. This help writers proofread, generate ideas, and also assist in writing, editing, and automating proofreading. Like there's so many checks and check marks, and that can be ascertained and proofread, including even the syntactical, structural errors. Sometimes it also suggests professional or precise style, or style that like formative, informal, formal. So ProWriting 8 analyze text for errors, consistency, and maybe child, if a learner or a young upcoming writer, he has formed some endemic fossilized error habits that can also be brought into light, and corrective measures can be taken with the real-time feedback. So it enhances the overall quality, writing quality and efficiency, and it leaves a polished and error-free, content-free. Scaffolding is another area where we struggle for generating ideas, and sometimes many of the young writers and new writers, or those who haven't had enough practicing they need some scaffolding, starting with generating some ideas and suggestions or enhancement, structural errors, findings, or some assistance with even the prompt rephrasing, or some kind of generations of the newer ideas, not main ideas, but subordinate or subsidiary ideas, and automated essay grading. Also, it helps the teachers, educators in going for large-scale grading. If there are too many students' scripts to be graded, so we have check mark and rubric modulations that helps in. Another comes the ethical aspect of whether we can allow these AI tools in the hands of the new writers. And so we have some plagiarism checkers, and I'm sure that I'm aware that these tools are not really effective, and they're 100% like Turnitin or Gram, but they really bring about for even the Google Doc with repetition. I mean, we can go for inspecting the number of attempts of the writer, and we can get to know the original script and then how many times it had been reproduced. And they can also teach students, like we teach students, about proper citation, paragraphing, paraphrasing techniques. We can stay updated on also, the students also need to know what are the advancements. There's so many apps and tools coming up, and one being replaced by other. So it's phenomenal. And as you know, plagiarism on its way, it's a multifold fronts where we need to fight this plagiarism thing, and also manifest with the evolving field where we can harness the potential of, as in the opening session, the remarks were made about how these can be harnessed to the fullest possible. So it's, of course, plays a crucial role in modeling various writing genres. I'm talking about genres like in the other this breakout room, I had come across about fiction as a genre. So we can leverage the art of developing different genres by analyzing the patterns, the styles, because every genre has a distinct style with stricter, stringent framework, or so we have a structural uniqueness for each genre, and this AI tools can definitely give modeling and also algorithm machine learning algorithm. They tap on the genre specific previous works already generated, and also it mimics the characteristics of specific genres, like the characters from the novels cannot be characters from the dramas, and help writers tailor their work to different audience and purpose effectively. So it's assist in various genres. Like one, I'm talking about creative writing, that requires and draws on originality of the thinking, and creative thinking is also about coming up with the innovative ways of looking things, expanding the imagination, expanding horizons of thinking. Poetry, of course, draws on original pieces of and word arrangement, the finest order. Fiction, we need to create an aura and style and setup and backdrop and all. And non-fictions are like more of the processes, hard facts based on the like journalistic writing. So for all of these genres, AI can provide prompts. It can check on grammar, editing, and even suggest for improving storytelling. Like what should be the beginning, what should be the denouement, how we raise the pitch, also how we go for resolution of the conflicts towards the end of the story. So with AI tools, young artists can enhance their skills receiving feedback from we teachers, in the sense that there are check marks or rubrics, or even can spot on some of the stylistic error, and it can also pave the way for refining the text according to styles needed. So no doubt AI has revolutionized writing fields by automating tasks. Those automatic tasks that we struggle with, we spend hours and hours as teachers in proofreading those things, and every time we have to point out the same fossilized errors like capitalization on subject verb agreement, or single plural and all that. So in content generations and translation, of course, there is no doubt that it has distressed us, and which we won over, and it has really eased our entire process of coming up with, and it gives us more accuracy, also creativity in writing processes. AI tools like grammar checkers, there are now chatbots available. You can have personalized chatbots. Each writer who has his own distinct way of looking at it, distinct kind of difficulties or level of challenges. So chatbots can find solutions, and chatbot could be a trustworthy friend together with for reinforcement, for remodeling, for also as a peer check or peer observation. So these language models have transformed how content is created, edited, and consumed in various industries. I mean, it's not of the writing alone per se. All the content generation industries, whether it's print or screen, or everywhere AI has its interventions. So it could be, we can say it's a boon in writing for tasks like grammar checks, content generations, but also there are problems like instead of just going for the speedy and enhanced creativity, it can be more of generic sort, or more of template sort. It reduces human touch, kind of. We teachers, we are always breathing on the neck, and also we also give them delayed feedback or gentle reminder. That's missing, and with these, leading to and there is always a danger or a lure for plagiarism, because students who can find the easy way out, and they can potentially replace human writers in the field. So it is fully impacted creative writing, emotional storytelling, complex content creation, all can be handled together. This can be positive for maintaining human creativity and authenticity, but it can be negative for hindering efficiency in certain areas. And concerns are that those people who have been into editing or proofreading or translating, and they are going to lose their jobs because these can be very deftly and smartly handled by AI. And we have some concern with ethical implications as well. So, if I ask all of us, I mean, including myself, to what extent can AI tools enhance the writing skills? To what extent, is there a limit? And how, when is going to stop? AI can help with grammar, spelling, and all that, but is it going to shun? Is it going to hinder? Is it going to blunt our critical thinking development? Is it going to leave us dumb as far as originality of original views are concerned? Obviously, it's a debatable point, and it needs to be seen in future, because with the kind of alacrity and exponential growth of these AI tools are really transitioning in the sense, and we have to be on guard, and we need some guardrails also, because if it is used best in the interest of our learners to enhance their capability as a writer, it's fine. But if it replaces them as well, and it just creates another bot, another inanimate producer of some of the repetitive task or replacement or human skills, that would be really cataclysmic, or it's too scary. I can't fathom the day when all of us, like educators and teachers, won't be needed for as a trusty guide. Or so impact is profound, no doubt, and it can hone skills, no doubt. We can explore, we can go with the wind, we can go with flow, we can adopt some strategies, we can also be more cautious, and we can be on guard. We can give feedback also on what kind of tools can be really handy, and what can be allowed, what cannot be allowed, in fact. So it's our task is now it's double fold. As a foreseer, as a guide, as a facilitator, as in a classroom scenario. So we were developing and discovering all the latest ones, writing processes, efficiency, accuracy beyond human capabilities. No doubt sometimes it leaves me alarmed, kind of. But of course, I find it lacking somewhere when I use multiple clause and complex sentences. AI doesn't give that kind of stylistic structure that we really need for academic writing, I would say. So, what are strategies where we can think of? How do we adopt? How do we optimize? How do we search engines? How do we tailor the messages? How do we know that these are the audiences I'm aiming at? How we empower writers? These are the questions that need to be delved deeper into. And when we give a feedback loop, what is AI writing is doing? It's becoming indispensable these. All of us are using one way or the other. Understanding how to interpret and utilize a generated feedback. AI-generated feedback, sometimes they really surprise us with their sagacious remarks and all that, because as long as the mechanical aspects concerns. When it comes to refinement of writing skills, we find it really bland and repetitive, and it doesn't really impress upon as if it is coming from the human-like higher order, I'll call higher order thinking level. So, can it enhance creativity by offering new perspective? There lies our own efforts and the students and learners' efforts, because as long as he can expand the horizons of his thinking, he can go for high order level thinking, critical thinking, and he's going to come up with innovative ideas. The ideas will be unthinkable or unheard of. So we can embrace it as a creative partner. The best way is to get along as a creative partner, like a trustworthy and like peer, like in a group formation. We have some of the learners are better equipped for some time or more endowed with certain skills, and we can exchange our skills in. Now, I've already talked about ethical considerations, and obviously we are all on our feet, and we are on guard, and we keep on checking, and ethical considerations has to be played out, because we cannot let loose these lethal weapons in the hands of the young learners on their own, because obviously they're going to shape their future as a future writer in this age. So we need to adapt the changes. Those changes are coming with the applications, also changing new skills, which are vital. We have to be competitive. Let's consider them and look at them as assistants, better as assistants than our masters. And let's see what kind of suggestive improvement they provide, what kind of feedback they provide. I mean, we will always be not on the background, but forefront. And we have to play the pivotal role to elevate the experiences of, because they are inexperienced novices, and they come across these weaponaries. I would call these are salvos in the hands of these young writers, and we require more dedication, more continuous learning processes involved in order to master intricacies of AI tools and techniques. Some empowers writers excel in the digital era. So these are the points we need to harness AI for writing, and to grab those opportunities that AI offers with its infinite capabilities. As long as I know that it's for content generation is great. Images, word to image, image to word, and then word to audio files, and audio to, and now it's even videos possible, and text to videos. So it's almost it's like a genie coming out with a bottle and asking you for your wish. So in order to achieve unprecedented level of impact and efficiency, we need to harness to the fullest possibilities, but with caution, with guardrails. And we need to navigate it first ourselves. We as educators, our teachers, we need to know first before deploying them, because it can refine complex ideas, but we need to look into the future. So this is what I'm exploring, and also want my colleagues and all to explore the potentials and groundbreaking innovations, and all the practices, the possibilities, and how its continuous learning can be advanced, and how it can be adopted, how it can be leveraged, how we can have a collaborative writing forums, and how it forces a symbiotic relationship that amplifies creativity and productivity in a collaborating manner, and how it helps with the processing, and how ultimately empowers all the writers, so all kinds of genres. So it's by impressing writers can elevate their craft and achieve unprecedented impact and excellence. That's all from me now.
All right, I hope everybody had a good first session. Just to make it extra clear for everyone, the breakouts that I'll open in just a moment for the second session, the first breakout will be multimodal learning, Instagram and podcast shaping linguistic competence in CLIL with Leire and Eva and Maria. And the second breakout will be enhancing Korean heritage students' writing skills with an online exercise tool with Meja Song. I'm putting the program again in the chat in case you wish to refer to it. And with a few minutes of advance notice, I'll reopen the breakout room so you can take a minute to move there or take a quick break if you want. I'm reopening the breakouts again.
Oh, I hope I have unshared my slides now.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, thank you so much.